Hi, Cancer Moons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Cancer. Unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, mind, body, and spirit, using my Cryptozoology card deck. I'm going to clarify those 3 cards using the Tarot of a Moon Garden deck. And at the end of your reading, I will do an overall card using the Moonology Oracle cards for some extra guidance. Before I begin your reading, I would like to speak on this beautiful background that we have here connected to Libra moons who are being featured in the Spotlight series for this round of readings. A very loving, balancing, and charming energy that's coming through. I have been guided to share jokes with each of the signs. This being a part of the funny energy, the laughter, and the lightheartedness that comes from Libra moons and overall partnerships, just being the scale energy and being in that balance, but also taking quite a good delight when it comes to a connection with another. So, your joke, Cancer moons. Why does the mushroom always get invited to parties? Because he's a fun guy. Drum roll. Boom, boom, boom. Funny, eh? Fungi. So I thought this was pretty cool. Mushrooms may be relevant for you. I do consider mushrooms to be somewhat lucky. Some of you may also be a little trippy. So that was coming through as well. So I hope you enjoyed that wonderful joke there. Do share it with your friends. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Let's get to shuffling the deck here. I'll just do this a few more times and split the deck, and we will begin your reading. And one channel message that came through very strongly as I was getting ready for your reading is that you are not alone. You are not alone. There's an energy of you experiencing a good amount of heartache and heartbreak. And I do feel that it's based off of a free will choice. But this also being lessons for everyone that's involved. And the energy of putting what's out there, returning back to you. So do have faith and trust. If you're not seeing this return already, continue to believe and know that what you put out there is definitely what you will get back. Even if it doesn't come all at once, like I'm getting, there may be some expectancy of that. I would say to release expectations and to really see the magic that's happening around you every single day. I just got home, and on my way home, there was a little bun, a little rabbit that was just kind of hanging out and eating, and he didn't get scared. He stayed right there. I was probably like 2 or 3 feet away from him. And he just looked at me with his big old eyes. It could have been a girl. They just looked at me with their big old eyes and kept eating the food that was on the ground. And I just stood there and watched and smiled and talked to him or her. We had a nice little time. It was very magical, but I appreciate those moments because I do have an affinity with animals. Some of you may have the same thing too, and just a very strong connection when it comes to animals. And so I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm very thankful for that experience. It was really nice, and I do plan to share it. So let's get to your cards. For your first card, for the mind, we have the Page of Wands. And this is the Necromancer. So this is having a strong affinity with the underworld, being able to awaken energies. And I do feel it's connected to the love from within yourself. You representing that strong stability and unconditional love. This just being a part of your duty. I do feel with this Page of Wands here, this is about a new start and what you're coming into. With this being in your mind, you manifesting this new beginning for yourself and really staying strong with it. Aries energy supporting this as being fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Ophiuchus. So a lot of you coming into greater spirituality, being leaders, but then also getting into some really intense metaphysical activity and ritual. Some of this may be done at night. A lot of you may go to cemeteries, or there being some kind of message that comes through when you pass by cemeteries or pass through cemeteries. I do feel that you do have some kind of feeling or connection when you're around cemeteries. And this being related to the souls, where it's simply the bones and the flesh that are placed into the dirt. You having the greater awareness of those souls and having a very strong connection. Some of you may be communicating. We'll just close the windows there. Some of you may be communicating with energies that have passed on and able to share this communication with others that may be seeking your service, or this could be loved ones. And maybe this being a part of something that you don't really share a whole lot. I do feel there's a certain understanding that comes with this, and so that being part of that reason why you don't. Very powerful in the hands. Oh goodness. And we have The Power of Love by Huey Lewis in the news playing right now. He just came in on that when I said that. The power of love being in your hands here. Healing energy, but then also an awakener is what's coming through. And then page energy is about messages. Connected to the fire, and just going back to that energy of you really being passionate about what it is that you are manifesting, this being in your mental here. Let's see what your second card is with the body. We have the High Priestess in reverse, fortune teller. So what I'm getting is this being connected to you possibly feeling like you're different. You're a different species. Maybe some of you feeling that you don't belong and that you're different. I would say right now to never compare yourself to anyone else. And I don't want to leave this like this because of how special this High Priestess energy is. I do feel that there may be a High Priestess in reverse energy that is in your atmosphere. But I don't even want to claim that or give attention to that. I feel that's taken away from the magic that's kind of affected you and your perspective on self. And this being connected to that Page of Wands and you wanting to maybe even conceal what it is, the gifts that you have. This all being a design along your journey here to help you to really appreciate yourself, to see the specialness in you and know that the gifts that you were given are not bad, that they're not scary, that it's all about perspective. And with that reversal too, what I'm getting is that a lot of you may not want to be this High Priestess energy here, but you are Cancer Moon energy. This being very strong Cancerian energy. Also Taurus energy coming through, connected to the 2 and 2nd house energy. So you have these innate gifts that were provided to you by your ancestors here, where you're able to utilize these energies to help and support and assist others. I feel even to the spirits that you speak with and connect with, they need your help too. And when I channeled you not being alone, I will say that I have very similar situations and instances, and it's all welcoming. It's all love. And I do feel this is a part of a learning experience here for you, to come into greater love for yourself, realizing that what it is that you have is going to be able to support and help others in a way that isn't a part of the 3D construct or the 3D programming or considered to be the norm. I don't like to give opinions or advice, but there's no such thing as normal. I do feel that's a part of that 3D programming that comes through that will have one to feel like because they're different, that's considered to be a negative aspect. Possibly, too, you wanting to cut off your intuition and not even connect. And maybe this being the reason that this reading is coming through for you. For more acceptance of yourself and to realize that what it is that you have, like I know I just said the whole thing about normal, but I do feel that with what it is that you're gifted, we all have these gifts from within ourselves here. And so with the amount of magic and power that comes with this, it can be mesmerizing. It can almost be unbelievable too, but it does exist. And I do feel that this was something that was prominent for you in past life energy, where you were considered to be a supreme high priestess. And even with the fortune teller, I do feel that's a part of some of that 3D programming. Because high priestesses are high priestesses. Fortune teller is, I feel, is something very different. And so there's been a great misunderstanding, and that being connected to that 3D programming when it comes to what a true high priestess is and the definition. And I will say that if you do want the answer, really go within yourself and find that guidance and allow yourself to be guided to those answers. Because only so many things outside of you can be provided by other people. It's totally up to you to find that true high priestess from within and really knowing how special it is that you are and the gifts that you have to offer that are going to help increase the world and the betterment of all. You're a wonderful person with a great heart and special gifts that a lot of people don't have the balls to even face. Given what you've faced and what you've overcome, to be able to even tap into this energy here, not a lot of people can say that they've done that. And with this being tied to the Taurus energy, this being connected very much so to your abundance. Where I'm seeing 222, Taurus energy, second house energy, that being representative of a 2. So we're in the year of 2022. I do feel that this is your time to shine. Don't doubt yourself. And keep being you. Keep being true to yourself. You're not here to live for others. And we're here to enjoy life for what it is every single day, making the beautiful magic from within our souls and our being that contributes to that happiness and that overall contentment. You're super magical. Don't deny that. Let's see what we have for your spirit. The Hermit. Oh, I just want to say I love you. I just want to say I love you and that everything is going to be okay. Really trust what it is that you've been given. I know it's easier said than done. But again, it goes back to the belief and the faith and trusting your ancestors, trusting your spirit team, your tribe, divine, the entire universe is supporting you. You are here for a reason. And we don't want you to hide here. This being the Hermit energy here. Well, I do feel this is about enlightenment here. So there is something, I feel it's greater enlightenment when it comes to this High Priestess energy and just realizing the intuitiveness and just how magical it is that you are. Seeing both of the hands, the left hand being significant, that could be significant for you. There's strength in that left hand energy for sure. So some of you may be right-handed and are being encouraged to utilize your left hand just a little bit more. That being a part of the Libra energy that's coming through, contributing to the balance. And then even the 2 energy with the 1 and the 1 side by side. But this being a card of 9, this being about that spirituality and also free-spiritedness, there being a completion too. There may have been something that happened that affected your confidence and had you feeling a certain way about your gifts. And you going within, going into the cave here. But this Hermit Yeti, he is out of the cave here. Just being in the spirit here. And I do believe that this is about a spiritual awakening, greater awakening to the truth of you, receiving that enlightenment, and just being a little unsure when it comes to your confidence as far as the gifts that you've been given, because it's been questioned on the outside, and most likely been questioned on the outside by others who are unawakened. I will share too that one thing I did learn, and I don't know this to be fact, but it didn't come to me for no reason, is that a lot of us who are spiritually awakened and follow the path of what it is that we do in the metaphysics is 1% of the population. So if that helps, I hope it does. But do know that you are a true unique being here that has a lot to offer. You're very special. I do feel too that a lot of you may be pretentious about being looked at, or how it is that you're looked at, and this being in your spirit. So possibly going within also to heal that and accepting yourself. Just going back to the self-acceptance. And I'll say it again, you are not alone. You have strong completion energy, strong abundant energy, and then a new start here with what it is that you're manifesting. You have manifested what it is that comes to you. It all being a part of a bigger plan here for you. And then also for the world, to help the world heal. All right. And this also too, what I'm getting, this could also be another person. With the energy of you not being alone here, I do feel that with your past readings, I did mention this earlier, you may have gone through some heartbreak. And this being a part of this completion energy where you still have a certain energy who may have been very supportive. There was a very strong supportive energy for you and towards you that was seeing you through and helping you to move away from what no longer served you. That came through very strongly for a lot of your readings. This person, that free will energy, I feel had come through. And possibly that person projecting their insecurities and their fears onto you and having you feel a certain way about yourself. So that's coming through there too. And this person just still being a part of you and your spirit. I feel that you love them a lot and you care about them a lot, but you definitely had to do what you had to do here with this new start in that Page of Wands there. So let's go ahead and we'll clarify the Page of Wands. Clarify the Page of Wands. So we have the Temperance card of Patience. This being a card of 14 breaks down to an overall 5, but you're alchemizing and making the best of a situation. Feeling a little down about the situation. I do feel it's about a connection that had to come to a completion in order for lessons to be learned on both sides. And this may apply to other situations outside of romantic, but I am getting this being very strongly a romantic situation for a lot of you. This bringing a good amount of purity from within you here too, helping you to come into more of yourself, seeing the white energy, white being your color. And then these beautiful angel wings with the completion and you coming into a new start here with that Page of Wands and the mental. You earning your wings here. Full moon in Sagittarius. We just had a full moon, so definitely a transformative time for you where this was taking place. And the last full moon was on July 13th. This reading is totally timeless, so do take what resonates. But you're making the best of the situation, having patience and surrendering and following your guidance. Maybe just being a little doubtful with the head being down, a little sad here too. Still going through some healing as you're moving into a new beginning. But doing what it is that you have to do. Behind the Temperance, we have the Five of Swords. So that energy of that painful energy that was coming through where it may be connected to this energy here in the Hermit. This being Virgo energy here too as well. So you may have been associating or connected to Virgo strongly. But I'm getting that this being a part of the energy you experienced, the Five of Swords, where there was battling, where there was fighting, a resistant energy to what it is that you were wanting to offer. and you having to do what you had to do here because of this, because this is not serving you. 5 energy being that transformative energy. And 5s could be significant. This is air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I noticed too that we have no cups here. Yet. We don't know what's under here, but the cups are missing. You're all about the cups here. That being your energy. And I just got chills when I said that. I feel that's a part of the awareness that came from within you with what it is that you experienced, possibly with another person here, and you going within, coming into greater clarity for yourself, knowing that you have to move on and move forward because there's no cups. 3 of Swords in reverse. Super painful stuff here. With the 5 and the 3, that creates the 8, that being a stuck energy. But I feel with the split of these energies, you busted through that and overcame this, that being a part of the manifesting there of a new start in the Page of Wands. So possibly betrayal energy, third-party situations, or just some really hurtful energies. I do feel this may be about this person here, if this resonates for you in that way, and them not making a decision, having a hard time making a decision, and this also being a part of the reason that they were resisting and fighting, not being ready for what it was that you were wanting to offer because of how powerful and magical you are. Never question your abilities and what it is that you have when it comes to another person. This being Gemini energy with the 3. 5s are Leo energy here too. So Leo and then Gemini we have here. And this also being a card of Sagittarius. So under the 3 of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords. A lot of swords here. So this being about communication, lack of communication, hurtful situations, this all being connected to the mental, especially with the swords, and then also this being in the mind. And I do feel that with this Knight of Swords energy, this is about some aggressive energy that you experience where there may have been very hurtful words that came towards you. Hurtful words and hurtful actions. Seeing the dragonfly sword going right towards the dragon here, where I feel that's you. I feel this is your energy and you just being you. Not able to change who it is that you are. And that being a part of the way that you come into greater acceptance for yourself, or are coming into greater acceptance for yourself. But being treated indifferently here and not being treated fairly, where there was a good amount of aggressive energy that came towards you to hurt you. It all being right here. And all the while, you having patience. You can see the energies. I do feel that this is that connection here with Yeti and who it is that, if that's resonating for you, who you're connected to or were connected to and had to leave behind here. This being this person here. This being totally behind you here too, with this being on this end of the cards and this being the top card. Where I am getting this as being a representation of you. And just the energies in between you two. That stuck energy with this 8 connected to prosperity, but then also scorpionic energy too. You, again, being this beautiful energy, this beautiful angel here, able to take what it is that's no longer serving and alchemize it to turn it into beautiful rainbows. The energy that you have from within you, everything you touch is just magic. You are untouchable, babe. Untouchable. And it's a beautiful energy that's coming through. Like, I want to hang out with a lot of you and just get to know you and be in your presence, because I do feel that you have a wonderful, magical, sparkle pony presence from within yourself that you share, and it's all full of love. And what it is that you experience, and what also came through when I was getting ready for your reading is that it's the ones that love the deepest that tend to get hurt the most. I feel this is a part of a perspective that has to do with 3D programming, so that it no longer happens for you. Having a greater perspective when it comes to your uniqueness is a part of this transition and this transformation here. Because that amount of pain and that hurt that you experienced, it's only going to make you stronger. And it's totally designed to help you to come into that true supreme being that you are here, to be able to help yourself and to live your best life, but then also to share this with others so that they can be sovereign and have control over their own life, doing what it is that they want to do. Maybe doubting too that you're not able to do this and bring in abundance with your gifts here, wondering how you're going to do it. Don't doubt yourself. Let's see what we have for the High Priestess. We'll clarify the High Priestess. Okay. Yeah, this is you. You're special. You're very special. This being your card here. Also a card of Pisces as well, but the moon being your ruler, this speaks volumes to the truth that's within you here. This did come through in the last reading too, so a lot of you may have cusping energy. This was in reverse though. But the tear energy, I do feel that the collective, a lot of us have gone through a very transformative time with this last full moon here. It being a purification energy with the Sagittarius connected to that, with the full moon being in Sagittarius. And now we're coming into a new moon, and guess what? That new moon is going to be in your sign. And I do believe this is taking place on Thursday. Let's see. So the 28th yeah, of July here. This being another 9 here. And connecting to that completion and that transformative energy here from within your spirit. It could be too with Yeti and this being a connection with someone else and this person still being a part of your spirit, them coming out of the cave. But I do feel that it's with that completion energy, a day late and a dollar short. And that being a part of the painful energy because you had to move on and do what it is that you had to do for yourself. And that came through with the temperance too. And so this being a very transformative time and also a very healing time for you. I'm seeing the sun rays kind of connected to this here too, where I'm getting that being connected to the full moon energy of Sagittarius and the renewal energy that's taking place from within you here. But you also concealing this, that concealing energy coming through, and how it is that you have been feeling about yourself, possibly doubting yourself. And keeping the secret. That being a part of the High Priestess energy from within you, the High Priestess being the keeper of secrets. Also a very beautiful energy who's very loving and has been, again, blessed with the Torah energy, having divine knowledge and wisdom that not everyone is able to tap into because they don't do the work. You have done the work. And now that this opportunity is here for you, it's a work in progress, I feel, where you're kind of working through things and gaining more understanding for yourself and that acceptance. So I do feel that the more that you move into this energy of your unique gifts here with that Page of Wands, accepting yourself, more is going to be uncovered for you. I feel it's going to be a magnificent time for you. That 9 energy also being connected to free-spirited energy. So with what it is that you've experienced, and I'm getting Libra energy connected to this, the scales being brought back into balance for you so that you can get back into more contentment and a good sense of equilibrium for yourself to be able to really enjoy this newness that you have coming through that you've been manifesting. Let's clarify the Hermit. Yep, we have more completion here. And I do feel that for a lot of you, I don't know why, this is just coming through strongly, that there's another person that's still in your spirit here that you really do care about, but you've had to move on. The completion energy being right here again with the 9, and the Sagittarius transformative energy from the full moon being right here in the staff energy. Staffs being the wand energy or the fire energy, a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and a Fucus. Leo was coming through too with that 5 energy with the 5 of swords. I feel that this is both your energies here. Seeing one person peeking behind the tree, and then the unicorn over here. So that resistance energy, fighting off energy, still wanting to be a part of third-party energies, or not wanting to make a decision. And this being hurtful when it came to not just you, but someone else as well. Hiding behind this tree here. And you being more than willing to peek out. I feel that you were definitely ready to go here. And overall, we have an energy of being tired. This being connected to the card of, this is the card of Chiron, and this is also a Fucus energy. So that may resonate for you. And just the healing energy that comes with this process overall, with the completion and then the staff energy here. But the card of Chiron is typically about what our Chiron is. And so if you don't know your Chiron placement, I do encourage you to look into that to see what that means for you. That could contribute to how it is that you are completing even more of this process here, having more acceptance with greater awareness by discovering the truth of that Chiron energy. And I do consider the Chiron energy to also be something that we carried on into this lifetime to be able to overcome and to heal from, and to shatter those illusions that being connected to the third or the 3D programming. But another 9 to this 9 and that 9. Sagittarius represents this energy very strongly here too. So again, that just going back to the assistance and support from the full moon in Sagittarius. You may be seeing 999. We have the 4 of Pentacles on the bottom, this being about investment, and you not seeing a return on that investment. And then we'll see what we have on the bottom here. The 3 of Cups, where I'm getting this being connected to that third party energy, and also the sadness that's coming through. The melancholy energy with the healing and the crying from the moon. And then just the down energy. The face is down, the eyes are down, and the Temperance card here too. And these are 2 different decks. But there's a good amount of sadness that's coming through. And I do feel it's connected to this 3 of Cups. You're not alone. Let's put this here. And we'll put this here. And then we'll get your moon card here. Just going to try to get away from that glare. It could be too, when I did that this person's still wanting to possibly return and maybe try again. You're tired. And I do feel that you've made a very definite decision with that 2 energy when it comes to yourself. And then this Page of Wands, new beginning here. You alchemizing the situation, already taking care of it, not wanting to return back. And that being a part of the sadness that's coming through. So let's get to your moon card for Cancer moons. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Virgo energy all throughout these 9s here. And that was coming through where you may feel indifferent, and that being about acceptance, and possibly this energy having you feel a certain way with their own insecurities and projecting this onto you. It being toxic and you having to release yourself from this. You are good enough. Let me find the reading. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble? Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far. And drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, there go those scales with Libra, and that came through very strongly for your reading. You also need to honestly answer the question, have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Attune to the moon by finding a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The teaching. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. So again, Cancer Moons, I love you so very much, and I can feel the energy from within. And I would just say to really, truly allow yourself to receive the guidance that's coming through, that's wanting to support you. Move with that and continue to move forward, and you'll do just fine. So Cancer Moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, and empowering for you. I thank you all so much for your continued love and support. And welcome to all new subscribers. Until we meet again, I wish you all the very best and a lot of love and a lot of healing. Take great care. I love you. I love you. I love you. You are loved. Peace.